Introducing you to Georgia's youngest hydroponic farmer.
Since the COVID pandemic, the Atlanta Community Food Bank has reported a 300% surge in the people asking for help.
Chrissy Diaz met one Gwinnett County 12-year-old determined to be part of the solution.
Past the living room chess set, on the way to the front door, lives a farm. And the 12-year-old who tends it.
This is my hydroponic farm with my mobile units. I grow a lot of produce here like tomatoes, strawberries, dazzling blue kale.
Hydroponics is a method of growing food in nutrient-rich water instead of soil. Since it doesn't require land, it's a good way to grow a lot of food in a small space.
I think hydroponics is the best way to combat food insecurities.
Most of what Malon James grows, he gives away.
One hydroponic can feed more than 100 people. Just one. Just imagine if you had 12. This food is healthy for you. Please ring the bell.
We went with him on his recent trip to the local food bank, the Southeast Gwinnett Co-op.
Come on in.
Thank you.
A place that prides itself on providing quality, healthy food.
So we know that some folks that don't have enough money tend to buy calories, but the fresh fruits, the fresh vegetables, milk, those things that are more expensive at the grocery store, that's where the quality is, and that is what people want to give their kids.
Before the pandemic, 1 in 7 children in the metro were identified as food insecure. According to the Atlanta Community Food Bank, those rates have increased about 20%. Now the answer to helping hungry kids could be this kid.
I just wanted to know how I can really help people that need it the most by using farming without having to rely on seasons.
He is 12 years old in his body, but in his heart and soul, he's a full-grown man.
Christy, Malon has me questioning what am I doing with my life to contribute to the world. I'm just really thinking deep right now. This 12-year-old has my wheels turning. Tell us what is next for him.
Well, I know, I feel you. If he's doing this at 12, what's he going to do at 24, right? But right now, he's working on becoming a certified organic farmer, and ultimately, he'd like to partner with a local group to put urban farms in neighborhoods around Atlanta, and eventually, he'd like a bigger space so he can move those mobile farm stands out of the foyer, guys.
All right, Christy, he is going to be an awesome man to watch here in the future. We are so proud of his efforts changing his community.
What feed more than 100 people?
Let's welcome our host, Erica Wilson.
Great day, everyone. We're here live today with your girl, Erica Wilson, that it had to happen for our Thriving Thursdays. And listen, do I have a treat for you guys on tonight? When I heard of this young man, just hearing his story literally like just threw me for a loop to hear that he is a 13-year-old farmer. Not just that, he's already graduated from high school already, guys. And oh my God, when I heard of his story from Mr. GW, shouts out to you, Mr. GW, if you're listening in. It really, really touched my heart by, seeing exactly what it was Malon and his family was going through. And not only just seeing what they were going through, but just to see a young person with this type of drive, it really just literally blew my ever loving mind. So without further ado, let me introduce to some and present to others the Malon E.D. James. Welcome, Malon. We had a little difficulty, but we're here. I can't hear you. We're having some technical difficulties, guys. If you can go out and come back in, Malon, will be great because I can't hear you. Guys, please do hold. We're having some technical difficulties. I can't hear you. Guys, as you can see, he is such a cutie. Oh my God, I can't wait for you guys to hear his story. He has such an amazing story. I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Go out and come back in. I don't know. I told you we have to get this story out tonight because this story is amazing. Oh my God. So guys, please do bear with us. Let's see. Go out and come back in. So guys, listen, last night I had a young man on the show by the name of Christopher Willers. If you missed that show on last night, you missed a treat. If you can, please do go back and watch the show because the guy, he dropped so many jewels on last night about, he said, going from prison to principal. And man, he did a phenomenal job on last night getting back out. But please do hold, guys, because we're having some technical difficulties here. So please do bear with us, please. Thank you guys so much. All right, guys, let's see if it's going to work. Let's bring on Malon. Let's see, Malon.
All right, now it works. Now it works.
Yeah. I'm so glad. It was such a time getting you here, right?
Yeah, it was really a hard time just to get here.
I told you, oh my God, but you're here nonetheless.
Well, I'm really thankful to be here. And before we start, I just want to thank you. I saw your podcast on Monday with the NFL moms, and it really warms my heart to see how you're so invested into your son, even though they're full grown adults. My mom and my grandma, they've been here with me every step of the way, and I hope they're still with me every part, through bad times, good times, everything. Just like how you are still with your son.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And we're going to pray that they're with you as well, because guess what? Alan, your mother, and I was there with Alan the whole time through good times and bad. Alan and his brother, he has a big brother. So, I'm a single mom, as you probably will all, you already know. But let me go ahead and just tell the audience a little bit about you really quick. So Malon's goal is to end food insecurities using hydroponics all over the world. His first stop will be in Liberia, Africa, guys. Secondly, he wants to encourage everyone to control what they eat by using hydroponics in their own home. You may have to help me out. He's teaching children and their parents how to grow hydroponically, right?
Right.
Stands should be in office buildings, he say, in schools and fire stations. Oh my God, in hospitals and everyone's house. And this is the young man to do it. He said he has a special focus on single mothers, which is myself, because it was important for him, for his mom to eat well when she was carrying him. Oh my goodness. She is also made sure that he had the best fresh food growing up, but it was expensive. As we all know, it's well expensive now, way over, just too expensive, right? So single mothers should get farm stands and the education for free.
Yeah, because hydroponics, it can grow all day, all year round without any limitations. It barely raises the electrical bill, the water bill, anything.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it goes on automatically. You don't really have to check up on it on a day. You really have to check up on it like every few weeks, depending on your water schedule. Algae might come or might not come. So it's just a little scrape off. It's that simple.
Oh my goodness. Well, before we jump into that, I mean, I read a little bit about you, but I want you to go ahead and tell the audience, who is Malon E.D. James?
Well, I am Malon E.D. James, Georgia's youngest hydroponic farmer. My main goal, like you said, is to influence kids with hydroponics because of how it works. It can work all year round through all seasons because it has no actual limitations. Just to go into some detail, hydroponics, it's growing your plant in high nutrient charged water with no pesticides. That shows it's completely organic. If you want to compare organic stuff to genetically modified stuff, I can give you a brief explanation. So organic stuff, it has all the main minerals that you need to match your bones and strengthen it. Main minerals are iron, zinc, boron, magnesium, calcium, chromium, manganese, potassium, phosphorus, sulfur, silica, and selenium. Those are the 12 main minerals that your body needs to prosper. And genetically modified plants, they most of most of the hormones and nutritious parts of the tomato, cabbage, wherever you have, it's removed by it being genetically modified. And if you end up eating it, it will your body will reject it because it's confused like, why is it trying to change us and all that. Then it usually results into you getting sick or having cancer due to how your body is rejecting the genetically modified foods.
Wow, Milan. I mean, oh my God, you just told me gave me a whole bunch of information that I actually did not know. So, with doing this, what you're doing, growing it hydroponically, right? You said you wanted it in schools, you said you wanted it in fire stations, you wanted
Yeah.
it in hospitals. So, this is basically the best way to eat healthy, to
Yeah.
grow your own.
Because one thing I see fire station videos, people just recording them going down the pipe, swinging down, getting some food. I want them to come down, see the hydroponic farms, and just snip a piece of lettuce, put it on a sandwich, eat it. It's that simple.
Are you kidding me? Oh
Yeah,
my God. Okay, so if you were to have it, say you were to have it inside of a school, right?
right.
And where would your ideal place for it to be?
Well, it would my ideal place would some be in the classroom and some in the cafeteria, because
Okay.
I want the cafeteria to always have healthy and nutritious food. Like instead of the cafeteria just giving these kids sloppy meat or whatever, they snip off some lettuce, snip off some tomatoes, dice it up, and because schools have the NSLP, it's I forgot what it stands for, but it's something that makes sure that you have to give the kids safe to eat food.
Oh, okay. Okay. Wow. So you really studied all of this, but look at there. You already graduated high school.
Yeah.
Oh my
Hey,
God. Tell me what that was like, being 13 years old and now graduating high school. So now what?
well, I'm not gonna act like high school is the second coming of Jesus or anything, but it was definitely a very interesting process. Don't get me wrong, I still fully recommend that you go to high school and try to take college courses, but it's not the, you know, best experience. But it's definitely recommended if you want to pursue your career and end up getting jobs, PhD, all that. So,
Okay, so tell me, all right. So in middle school, I'm sure you were already advanced, right?
mhm.
You're already taking advanced classes.
Yeah,
So
college
here
courses.
you were taking college courses
Yeah.
in middle school?
No, I graduated high school. I'm taking college courses at the moment.
Are you kidding me, Milan?
Mm.
Let me tell you. You're going to inspire so many people, right? Because I hate to tell you, well, it happened, it had to happen. I actually went back to college in, how old was I? In my late 30s.
Oh, um,
Yeah. But well, no, early 30s. I'm sorry. But the thing is, guess what, Milan? My
what?
kids and I, we were all in college together. So
Wow.
it was pretty fun. So tell us what that's like, taking college courses now, and then now you have to handle your college classes, and then you have to handle your farm. So tell us all about how your normal day go.
Honestly, my normal day, it it really isn't. It doesn't revolve around hydroponics because again, it's automatic completely. I can just go see the farm stand because it's right near me. I can just go see it, transplant the seeds, clean up the algae, do all that. It's that simple. It's automatic completely. College course, it's fun doing some college courses because you can make a lot of friends, and that's also interesting to do.
Oh, wow. Okay, so tell me what your day is like when you wake up in the morning. How do you start your day?
Well, I start my day by just look at the hydroponics, getting them a little clean, just to see if anything's happening to them. Not really too much.
So it's not much you really have to do.
Yeah, because hydroponics is really simple.
I'm trying to understand. Okay, so you say it's really simple. So it's basically you're going in, you're putting your seeds in, you're watering them, and that's it.
And the lights are automatic.
Hmm. Okay, so tell us what it's like to kind of go into your college courses afterwards, right? Because I'm sure you have to have some classes afterwards.
Yeah, I do have some classes, but after all that's said and done, I have to continue my research on how I can have people sustain the hydroponics. I want to end up making a sustainability plan for when I go to Liberia and end up making a facility there. Because I already made a curriculum. I just want to make sure people can safely sustain it while it's all the way over there.
Oh my God. So when you go to Liberia, right?
Mhm.
You're hoping to, well, no, you said you're gonna build a farm
A
over there,
facility there?
a facility
Yeah,
there.
a farm.
So what does it take for you to run this facility, being though that you're gonna be in Georgia?
Well, it would be pretty easy to run the facility, but with the curriculum and with the sustainability plan, it would be easy for them to just go to a facility, visit it, basically do the same process that I do. Just scrape off the algae every once in a while and
Wow.
just water it. Not water it, but you have to just give it its daily dose of nutrients. And grant writers. Grant writers would really help me do all this and safely get done.
So you have to have a great grant writer, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so what is your hopes? What is your goal? I know you're looking to raise funds, right?
Right.
And what is like your goal? I know mom told me it was like 500,000 you were trying to get, but say for instance, if anyone wanted to donate here on the show or on the show, uh, Milan, we have a surprise guest for you.
Mm.
Oh, that is my
Hi. How you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm
son.
well. Well, I'm really grateful to meet you.
No,
Big
I'm grateful to
fan.
meet you.
Alan, he's 13 years old. He graduated high school already. Milan, tell him about
Wow.
you. I don't have to do it. You tell him.
Well, I'm Malon E.D. James, Georgia's youngest hydroponic farmer. I just graduated from high school and I'm taking my college courses. I've really been a big fan of you and your history. I've even went on Wikipedia and just looked through your teams, all that.
Oh man, I appreciate that. It seems like you're doing big things, man. That's what's up. You excelling. You ahead of a lot of people, and that says a lot. How determined you are, how smart you are, man. All I want to say is just continue to chase your dreams and continue to push for to be better each and every day. Don't compare yourself to anyone, but what you're doing is really special, and I also want you to like live in that and enjoy that as well.
Well, I just have a quick question. So,
Oh
you
yeah, absolutely.
athletes, you all have nutritionists, right?
Yeah.
So, what do you mainly eat from the nutritionist? Like, I know you get carbohydrates, protein, but like, what's in them?
So it all depends. It's crazy because with athletes, everybody is so different. So for me, especially when I first got into the league, I always struggled with eating vegetables. So my nutritionist, what she did was she put like greens in a protein shake, so which made it a lot better. So I'm not actually eating the greens because for me it was the texture. But what nutritionists always talk about is just having a lot of variety, just having your protein, having fruit, having different things, and just exploring your taste buds. For me, I was such a picky eater, but now I'm starting to expand, but the main thing was, just try to get some of everything.
Well, one thing, if you're a picky eater, I can easily solve that with hydroponics. Saying you got some hydroponic farm stands in the NFL team, you can just sniff out that lettuce, take a bite, like, put in some protein shakes, blend that up, give it a little sip.
Right.
So, Alan, Malon is also even talking about opening a facility over in Liberia. So, tell them about that, Malon.
Well, I plan on opening a facility in Liberia with my sustainability plan in my curriculum, so they can just manage my hydroponics while I'm gone. End up combating food insecurity safely by growing lettuce, tomatoes, dazzling blue kale, any vegetable.
Oh,
Like, I don't think there's really a limit of what you can grow with hydroponics.
yeah.
And he said that
Man,
really simple.
Yeah, you can
right.
just grab your you can just look at your hydroponic farm stand, see how it evolves every day. Grab a tomato, snip it. Most of the tomatoes are bite sized too.
Yeah.
Really? So, can you tell Alan before he has to go back with the kids? Can you tell him how is the process? Like, you grow your vegetables and things like that. Can you just give him an insight and tell him exactly what it is that you're trying to raise?
Well, before I do that, I want to teach the people at the NFL about hydroponics. I just really want to teach them how to grow hydroponically. And with that, I just want to give you a brief context of how it works. Timer, pump, all of that. It goes up consecutively, and there's a timer. It can go on, off throughout the day. It's completely automatic. You don't really have to manage it. You can just walk out. You can look at it every few days, give it its necessary nutrients. You might think it needs water every day. Depending on your water schedule, you'll need to rewater it like every 6 days, 6 weeks, 5 weeks, 3 weeks, completely depending on your schedule. It doesn't raise the water bill, none of that. Just see the updates, scrape off some of the algae. It won't really come depending on how your life schedule is. But besides that, it's completely safe, environmental safe,
Oh,
no nothing,
sorry.
completely organic.
What did I do? I'm so sorry. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm working here. I'm sorry, Milan.
Mm. But
Wow.
another thing is that if you really want to have a plant prosper, grow it in its natural habitat. Because let's say you have corn and you just give the corn a bunch of iron. It won't grow as fast because that is not its main nutrient it needs to grow with. Let's say tomato needs magnesium you give it a nutrient bag that's mainly magnesium. It can just take that up and it can grow faster. It can take the hydroponic farms in like 5 or 6 weeks to grow all the way.
Wow. Well, Alan, your in-laws just built, planted in your backyard. What did they plant, Alan? It
Say that
was
one more
like,
time.
what did Miss Susan them plant in your backyard? It was like tomato. Was it tomatoes?
Tomatoes, plantain, and basil.
Well, it's basically limitless of how many stuff you can grow on hydroponics because it's high nutrient charged water that can just go in an infinite cycle. You don't really need to give it much management. But here's the thing:
So,
mosquitoes and cockroaches they eat tomatoes
yeah.
All
But
right.
that's
and they
gonna be a
love
bad
tomatoes.
thing here. So do you recommend when, as far as like
Well,
growing
if you
it,
get
like is
a
it
hydroponic farm stand,
like
you can grow it
do it
inside.
depends do it depends on where you stay?
No, mosquitoes are basically
I'm
everywhere.
saying, oh, okay, so inside. Yeah,
Yeah,
so that was
if
the
you
big
get a
question for
hydroponic
me. I was
farm
wondering
stand,
like if it's I'm breaking up. I'm sorry.
No, we can hear
well,
you. Go ahead. We can hear you.
yeah, well, if
I'm
you
breaking
get a
up on you.
hydroponic, oh,
Okay. So far as if it's outside,
mm,
if it's a place where it's like, so say it's like Florida, we get rain a lot. Like,
mm.
does that affect?
Well, I can see it can gain a lot of water, but it might get drowned by the constant rain. If it's inside, it can be safely guarded from all the pests and can grow safely. Like, you don't want to wake up to a caterpillar in your tomato, do you?
No.
Like, you don't want to take the tomato off, think it's
Nah.
cool. You take a bite out of it, and you just see a live caterpillar. That would be experience,
Right.
wouldn't it?
So far as inside, what would you have? What would you just like have a room where you put it in?
Yeah,
What
you could
about
just
like
have a
sunlight
room.
and
You
all
can
of
place
that
it
thing?
anywhere.
Like,
You can really place it anywhere. You can place
where do
it in
you
the
store that?
kitchen, the dorms, anywhere. So it doesn't really matter where you
So
place
if it's not getting a lot of light, will it still be fine?
it. It literally comes with glow rings that give it the light it needs. It doesn't need sunlight. And
Oh,
the glow rings, they barely raise the electricity bill, so you'll be perfectly fine.
wow. Okay, so do you have any other questions for Alan before he get back with the kids really quick?
Well, like, hey, they were all answered before I could ask them.
Oh, wow. He said they were all answered before he could ask you, Alan. Thank you so much for getting on, Alan. Malon is such a great kid. He's doing great things, and he's taking college courses already, guys. He's graduated high school, and he's also running his own farm. But he's looking to raise some funds to get his own farm again. So, Malon, can you tell Alan really quick what was the unfortunate situation that you guys were in, and now you're trying to get out of?
Well, we had a little misplacement with housing, but that was a very minor setback, and we managed to recover from that. Our hydroponic farm is completely safe. We managed to get it to a safe place, still near us in Gwinnett County,
Yeah.
and it's all been resolved easily. Really, like, we've been doing great.
Awesome. And tell him about your mother really quick, because he was raised by a single mom as well.
Well, I posted a video about the misplacement because I saw my mom and my grandmother really needed help with the situation because it did end up putting pressure on them. So I really had some calls for help so I could get some assistance. So my mom and my grandmother wouldn't have to have this big weight on their shoulders.
So he has a beautiful mother, just like, he was saying he hope his mom and his grandmother be there with him through good and bad. He said he love how I be there for you, and he just go ahead, Malon, tell him before he can have to go really quick.
Well, before you go, Alan, I just want to ask you, if we can train by hydroponically, when can we start? Like, when can we start? When can we start?
You ready? You ready, huh?
Yes, I'm ready. I'm
You
ready.
ready, huh?
I got something to show. So it's now or never. The people gonna start gobbling it up. So
cute. He says, no, never.
Oh man, I love it.
I got
Man.
stuff to show.
It's crazy. Just
I got stuff to show.
right. It's crazy, man. It's mind blowing me just to hear you talk, and just like how confident you is, man. That's very big, especially with, like even your age. Take away your age, it's people like my age. Like I'm not even that comfortable talking like how you talking. So, hey, it says a lot, and man, the sky's the limit for you. Just embrace the journey. It's gonna have ups and downs. That's with everything in life, But your mindset and how mature you are, you're going places, man. So just stay the course.
If the sky's the limit, I unfortunately have to become an astronaut to go over that limit.
Oh, okay.
Or I can't stop at the sky.
I love it. I love it.
Beauty. Thank you so much, son. Thank you, Champ, for getting on with us tonight. That was so awesome. So we'll see what Alan thinks about doing, the hydroponic lab. He has kids, 2 young kids, and I'm sure that they would love to see things grow. And Alan loves to eat
Yeah,
healthy.
you got to send me some stuff on that.
See, Malon, you have to send him something. So we'll get together after the show, and you can send him some information on it. Okay.
All right, because the organic food, they're even strengthened as bones.
Oh.
But one thing that could happen, and what could really expand my project is a 400-acre facility, so I can expand my farm safely, more tomatoes, all that. 40,000 feet.
Okay, I
He
was
own
so
it. He own it.
yeah. He say he's not stopping at the sky.
We
He
need
said
to put him on Shark Tank.
so. We'll get you over.
Everybody makes mistakes.
We'll
We
get
need
you
to
over
put him on Shark Tank.
information, Alan. I'm gonna, show let Malon speak to the people, and I'm gonna play his video again. If you want to just look at it, if you can, when you go back with the kids, you can see exactly what it is he do. He has a video here that I'll show shortly. But thank you so much, champ.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, man. Love you. All right, Malon. Wish you the best, man.
You too.
All right, Malon, that was awesome, right?
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh my God, you said you're not stopping at the sky, right?
Right.
Oh my God. So guys, if you're just tuning in, I'm going to play this video once again to let you see exactly what Malon is doing. He's looking to raise funds to, what is it?
To have my 4,000 square feet facility.
All right. So let's go ahead and show you guys what Malon is up to.
Just one. Doesn't imagine if you had 12. This food is healthy for you. Please remember.
We went with him on his recent trip to the local food bank, the Southeast Gwinnett Co-op.
Come on in.
Thank you.
A place that prides itself on providing quality, healthy food.
So we know that some folks that don't have enough money tend to buy calories, but the fresh fruits, the fresh vegetables, milk, those things that are more expensive at the grocery store, that's where the quality is, and that is what people want to give their kids.
Before the pandemic, 1 in 7 children in the metro were identified as food insecure. According to the Atlanta Community Food Bank, those rates have increased about 20%. Now the answer to helping hungry kids could be this kid.
I just wanted to know how I can really help people that need it the most by using farming without having to rely on seasons.
He is 12 years old in his body, but in his heart and soul, he's a full-grown man.
Christy, Malon has me questioning what am I doing with my life to contribute to the world. I'm just really thinking deep right now. This 12-year-old has my wheels turning.
Well, guys, he's not 12 anymore. He's 13.
Yep. There are a lot of bloopers that need to be kept. Take those bloopers to my grave. So I'm just saying that right now.
Oh, wow. So that, it looks like a little cone, right? Mm-hmm. Is that where all the vegetables and your fruits and stuff grow?
No, that's not where they grow. That's where I usually take some of the vegetables to the food pantry so they can be given to the people that
No. The cone, I don't know what it's called. Where you had the plants coming out of it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So is that where it grow? And then you remove it from there?
Right.
Okay, what is it called?
I keep on forgetting.
It's okay, take your time. But in other words, that all of those stations, is that what will be placed inside of the hospitals or schools or
Yeah. Oh, the farm stands. Oh, I thought you were talking about something else. The farm stands.
Okay, it's a farm stand. Okay, thank you for that.
Yeah, that was the tower.
Okay, so the tower. Okay, so say for instance, if one said, okay, Malon, I want to go ahead and I want to set something up at my school. What would you bring them? Is it that farm stand?
Yes, I would bring them a lettuce grow hydroponic farm stand.
Okay.
Lettuce Grow is the company.
Okay. So you would bring the lettuce grow hydroponic stand, and what are they responsible for? Is to get the seeds and whatever it is that needs to go in?
No, they're usually responsible for actually donating the unit.
Right. So once you donate the unit to them, okay, say if you donate the unit to them and they start maybe wanting to put them in their classrooms, right? So they're just getting a farm stand. Are they getting seeds? I said they're just getting a farm stand, right? Or are they getting seeds to grow anything? Like do it come as a package, or it's just the stand itself?
Yeah, they get the seedlings too, yeah.
Okay.
Understand. I mean the students.
The students. Okay. So say for instance, you have like you said, you wanted to put some in the classroom and you wanted to
Right.
put one in the lunchroom, right?
Right.
Okay. So in the lunchroom, the one that's in the lunchroom, that will basically, they could go and get their lettuce, get their tomatoes or whatever it may be straight from that farm stand, correct?
Correct.
And how long does it take it to grow?
It can take up to 3, 4, or 5 weeks. Usually it takes 4 just to be safe. Just be
Okay.
safe.
Okay. Okay. So what is it to okay? Do you know what it is to maintain it?
They,
The cost
we,
of it to maintain?
it really doesn't. It's not hard to maintain. It's automatic, like I said. You just have to put in nutrients every once in a while. And there's the. Remember how earlier I mentioned the NSLP? NSLP? Yeah. It's
Okay.
school lunch program something. I
Okay.
forgot what the N stands for, but yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, so now we'll have them in the school. Say, for instance, if the school want to get them and they have the stands, right? So
Right.
now uh it comes with seeds. Do they have to continue to put the seeds in?
No,
How
they can get the seeds as soon as they can get the seeds from the stuff they were originally growing.
okay. Okay, so how often do you have to replace it?
You can replace it whenever. It's best you replace it after you eat it. Like you eat the plant, then you conserve the seeds, then
Okay.
you wait for your next batch. Like you empty out the substrate or saturate, whatever you're using for the hydroponic farm stand, put the
Uh-huh.
new seedlings in. That's basically like an infinite growing method.
Wow. Miss Shannon says, all I can say is wow. Everyone is just like so in awe. And my sister Sandra says, she's an NFL mom. She says,
I
hi, Mr. Milan. And then we have Shannon again. She said, blessed day, everyone. So, Milan, I mean, tell us, what was the most courageous thing you have ever done?
Well, I can't really go on the top of my head. I'm not trying to sound prideful or anything, but I can't really go off the top of my head. Maybe you can check my videos, my TikTok or my Instagram, and just see which one seems like the best.
Okay. Well, tell us how we can do that. What is your TikToks?
Well, I'll probably try to give a link to it. I can probably give you a link to it, then you can start spreading the link.
Well, you know what? I already have your links.
Oh,
I just wanted you to tell the people how they
yeah.
can follow you. So you have, what social media do you have? How can one get in contact with you
I
if they
think
want to donate or if they want to find out or maybe want to even put one of your farm stands in their school or office or homes, right?
they could try to direct message me on my TikTok, Malon Farm.
Malon Farm. Okay, Malon Farm. Guys, on his TikTok, do you have IG? Do you have Facebook? Come on, tell us.
Well, yes, I have both, but they're still in the development. They're still not in development, but they're still growing. They're still growing.
Well, they're still growing because I see some really good things on there, though, Milan.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have really great content on there and a lot of information you have on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of
So,
them is
guys,
called Malon E.D. James. That's the name
all
of one.
right. Okay. Malon E.D. James,
Yes.
guys. If you want, you can follow him on Facebook, on Instagram, as well as TikTok. They're growing. His page is growing. And we really want to blow Malon up. So if you can, get your friends, your coworkers, whoever it may be, to follow his pages because he's doing some great things. He's trying to get us to eating healthy, y'all, because I'm guilty of it, Malon. I am not a healthy eater. I literally snack all day, Milan. Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
right.
I
We
know.
got we
I
gotta
know.
change the plans.
I know. It's bad. It's really bad. I
Hey,
was,
but you'll at the end of the year, you'll probably look like a bodybuilder if you keep on eating vegetables. So does it really matter? No.
oh, I don't know if I want to look like a bodybuilder, but I do
You
want
will.
to
You
come
will.
in
You will.
shape. If I eat vegetables, what kind of vegetables do I need to eat every day, Milan?
Usually superfoods like bok choy, dazzling blue kale, okra, etc. But those are just three. I,
Nothing that I
if you
like.
want something easy to grow, that's
Uh-huh.
nutritious and healthy, not tomatoes, bok choy. Just bok choy and lettuce. Just grow those three. End of the month, you'll look like a different person.
So you're telling me if I eat that for a full month, I'll look like a different person. But
Yes.
I have to cut out everything else though, right?
Yes, no. Just don't cut it out immediately because
Okay.
your body still needs all the nutrients and all the protein it needs, and you can get most of that protein and carbs from meat,
Right.
but cut it like halfway. Mostly vegetables, some meat.
Oh God, Milan. Ooh.
And like the things, if you really want protein, sweet potatoes, broccoli, and cauliflower. Those are the three things you should eat if you really want protein. And
Oh,
eat a mayonnaise. It's a type of pea. Like the
what is
name is
it
a
called?
real tongue twister.
Uh-huh.
Eat a mame. Eat a mame.
Eat it, mom.
Eat a mame. Yes, it's a
That's
real
so
tongue twister.
funny.
I know.
Yeah. Oh my God. And what does that taste like? Is it
It's like a type of pea, like
okay?
peas, like a
Okay.
pea.
See, I like the broccoli. And what else did you say? I don't like
Sweet
cauliflower.
potato. You can
Mm,
also have sweet potatoes. Eat a mame. It has 17 grams.
okay. Wow.
Like
So I'm just eating a little meat, but more vegetables.
yes. If you want some vitamin D though, just grab
Okay.
some mushrooms.
No, Milan. No.
Well, if you don't want mushrooms, just get salmon. Just get salmon.
I can't. I'm allergic to seafood.
Oh well,
Yeah.
eggs and milk is your only option.
Well, I love eggs and I love milk. Okay.
Okay, well
Okay.
you're okay. You're good. You're good.
So I'm good. Okay. Good. 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 So if you had someone that's on here that would like to get your one of your hydroponic stands into the, maybe their schools where they work or in their work wherever, how could they do so?
They could just direct message me or just call me. Give me a few calls, like Milan, can we get that farm stand? I might respond, but it's not gonna be immediately. I'm just gonna tell you that now. I will
Okay.
respond immediately. It might be next month, next few weeks. Just be on your toes though.
But Milan, what if you miss business that way? You have to get you an assistant. What's going on? Because if you're going to get this big old farm now, I need you to get an assistant at
I
least.
have an
So you don't miss
assistant,
out.
but my assistant is kind of caught up with stuff. So
Okay.
it's like my assistant has an assistant that has an assistant. It gets complicated.
Okay. I
It's like
understand.
one's doing the ice, one's doing the chairs, and one's trying to do the calls while all the other ones are laying in the bed. It's hard.
Wait a
Now I'm
minute.
joking. I'm joking.
I was going to say, what? You can't have an assistant that lays in the bed. We have to get the work
Hey,
done.
they still do their part, but I'm still not gonna respond immediately. Either way you go, I will definitely respond though.
Right. But what I'm saying is, okay, what if someone have an urgency, Milan, and it was like, okay, well, I want to get, say, for instance, they maybe even want 100.
The
What?
thing, the thing with my assistants, they skim over all the messages and they separate them into groups. What's the most
Got you.
important? What's least like middle important? One like scale like 1, 2, 3. Like 1, urgent. 2, high demand. 3, eh. They separate them into categories.
Oh my God, Milan, you are such a breath of fresh air. I tell you, I think I'm laughing more here too than I did on Monday night. Right? I mean, I had a great time Monday night. I'm having a better time tonight. But just to hear how intelligent you are, and like, oh my God, the drive, like Alan said, the drive that you have and what it is that you do. See, you believe in yourself, and like you said, you're not going to stop at the sky. You're going to shoot past.
I'll
Can
get a
you
rocket ship. Just wait. Just wait.
can you take me with you?
And if there's enough room, sure.
You can't make room for me,
Hey, my hydroponic farm stand might be in the first row.
That's okay. I could be in the back as long as I'm in the room.
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, all right, all
I
right,
will.
all right. Okay, so tell me, what are some of your best qualities, Milan?
Well, like I don't want to say my best qualities personally. Like
It's
just you can probably ask one of my assistants, and they give it a rate because I don't want to really seem prideful. So
no, it's not that you're seeming prideful. God giving you a gift.
yes,
Exactly. So he gave, qualities comes with that gift. So don't look at it like you're being prideful, you're being truthful. That's who you are, right?
Yes.
So would you like to bring in your assistant to tell some of your best qualities?
Well, I could, but my assistant might be a little pinchy angry.
Uh,
But one of my best qualities, in my personal opinion, I
uh-huh.
know exactly what my purpose is from a young age.
Really? How young would you say? Because I think I saw you get a when you were 7, 3. Are you serious?
That's like quote unquote meditating. That's what my mom says. I don't really believe it, but she says I was meditating, even though I was trying to impersonate meditating. It's like, oh, well, I'm meditating. Meditating.
Oh my God, as you guys can see, he's a little jokester as well. I'm loving this. So at the age of 3, you knew your purpose. Okay, so when did you start walking in your purpose, you would say?
Uh, Honestly, I started really acting on it when I was 7.
So what did you do?
Well, it really all started with my campaign, Don't Count Me Out, where I was giving high quality COVID supplies.
Oh, and you also have these masks too, right? Don't count me
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
How can we get those?
Hmm?
How can we get your mask? Because we know now that COVID is back on the rise, so we may have to end up getting some masks again.
Well, I could probably make bundles now that I think of it.
You make
Like,
them yourself?
no, they're manufactured, but maybe I could start making bundles about the mask. But I want to give you all just a backstory. So, this
Okay.
all started when COVID-19 first begun, and people were dying left and right because the virus it just randomly popped up and people didn't know what to do. So through a lot of research and grants, I ended up finding how to make proper COVID-19 supplies, and I ended up finding my campaign DCMO. And I was trying to expand my project further throughout the globe. So I managed to reach out to the Honorable Cynthia Blanford of the embassy, and she agreed to have my supplies hitch a ride to Liberia. And my boots on the ground, people that I had on my app, because I could safely track my supplies with my MCC Hub app, they started delivering their supplies to the kids that need the most, to orphanages, hospitals, everywhere. But most of the supplies were targeted in one spot, Liberia, Monrovia. While my supplies were being gifted out, the people in Liberia, they were like, Milan, we really enjoy these COVID supplies. We have the masks, all that. But we don't have the food because the Red Cross, everything else is shut down. So I was like, I know farming is the correct answer to all these problems, but I want to make sure I'm not limited by space, the weather, the restricted bugs, or anything. So I met a Swedish doctor that gave me some enlightenment to hydroponics. And like a few years later, I ended up getting a Let's Grow hydroponic farm stand through a grant because they ended up donating me one singular farm stand. And with all that coming together, I ended up circling back to Liberia, and more people started hitch your writing my supplies to Liberia, and I ended up working with the food pantry so I could give my supplies to them, and they could just start handing out my supplies. One of my prime vegetables I was growing though was Dazzling Blue Kale. That's what you mostly saw in the video. Lettuce, bok choy, and Dazzling Blue Kale. Dazzling Blue Kale was that big, long blue leaf. You could just nip it off. It was a superfood. Eat it, and you can also make Dazzling Blue Kale chips out of it. But with all that knowledge, I just really want to expand this project further by opening a facility in Liberia and Monrovia and end up expanding my farm further.
So but you want to do it in Liberia, right? But you do want to have one here in Georgia.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to have a facility here and in Liberia.
Okay. So what would it take here for you to get this facility up and running?
Well, I need resources. I need more money in the GoFundMe so I can end up expanding my farm further and open more facilities. Well, open a facility because I haven't really opened one yet.
Right. Okay, see, like me, I don't do GoFundMe's. I don't
Oh.
like them. And that's just me personally. So do you have any other way where one could donate? But let me get your GoFundMe here and I'll put it up for you so we can see. You never know. What is your GoFundMe?
Uh, GoFundMe Malon E.D. James or Malon James, either one.
Okay, so it's GoFundMe. Is it dot?
No.
Just GoFundMe Milan? ED?
Yes.
Okay, is it ED James or Milan?
E.D. James.
Okay. All right, so guys, if you're on here and you would like to pour or sow a seed into Milan, this is the way that you can do so. GoFundMe Milan E.D. James. He will kindly appreciate it. So, Milan, we're right here at the end of our hour almost. So, just tell the audience what it is that you're thankful for.
Well, I'm thankful that you all managed to see my cries for help and really managed to just come here like the chariots of the Olympics, like just come here, swoop me up, managed to help me get my hydroponics to a safe place. I'm just really thankful for everybody's support and I'm really glad the NFL moms exist. I'm just gonna say that now. Like the fact y'all are so close to your sons, it's really heartwarming. Just like how you were close to them when they were kids.
Right. Wow. And I can see, let me tell you something, Milan. You really should give your mom a really big hug and a really big thank you because she raised I'm talking about superb son. Okay. I thought my kids was the best. I'll let you sneak in there with them. How about that? But you really should give your mom a really big hug because I'm telling you a true testament to how she has raised you. And not just her, she had help with grandma, right?
Yep.
Wow. So tell us a little bit about your mother and how it is
Well,
that she helps you.
there isn't much to say about it because I don't want to say too much because I usually say a little too much. But just to say, my mother has really been with me through all my journeys, all my ups and all my downs, managing to pick me right back up after I fall down, just like like the misplacement. Even though it was pretty bad at first, we managed to stand right back up through all the hardships. With my grandma right behind me, too.
Awesome. Milan, what size shoes are you?
I'm a size 10.
A 10?
Yeah.
So you're pretty tall.
Yes, I'm like 5'8".
No way.
Yeah.
No way,
5'8" or
Milan.
5'7", either one.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I'm taller than my mom. And she's
Oh,
like 5'6".
oh my God. Well, I thought that I was going to be able to bless you with something that we got blessed with, but it's a size 6.
Hey, I went to the neighborhood a few days ago and I saw 12-year-old kids that were like 5'8".
Yeah, it's something in the milk that they put in you guys' milk
I
because
don't know
you guys,
what kind of milk they give us, but these milks are not from cows. They are not from cows.
they're not from cows, Milan.
I don't know. I know it's not from almonds either.
Oh, so let me ask you a question. If your vegetables that you grow, really quick, your vegetables that you grow, do you sell them?
No, not at the moment. I don't sell them, but I plan on having them in the restaurants. Like I plan on grounding my powder to fine powder, so I could end up handing it to restaurants, and so they can actually put it in some bags, sauces, sprinkle it.
Awesome. Wow. So what happens if one say, okay, well, can you back me up some vegetables? I'll pay you for them.
Yeah, hey, you'll see me there a few seconds after.
Oh my God. So you know what? I would love to try some. I
All right, all
definitely
right. Yeah,
would
I
love-
can definitely let you try some.
Okay, so what it is that you have?
A little too much to say. A little too much. All you
Really?
need to know is
So
that
just
it's
give me
enough
three.
to feed a
Just give
few
me three.
generations. All you need to know is that it's
Okay.
enough to feed a few generations. So just stay on your toes.
Okay. I hear you. Oh my God. I love it, Milan. So listen, what happens if I want to bless some other people with some of your vegetables?
Hey, it's spreading the word. So Do you?
And that I will definitely do. I will spread the word for you. I will definitely try to help where I can. And I'm just so very proud of you. Keep soaring. You said you're going past the sky, and I love it, Malon.
Gotta
I
go to space.
love. But you say you're
Touch the
taking me.
stars.
You say you're taking me too, though.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, as long as you have room for me, I'm fine. So, is there anything that you would like to leave with our guests on today?
Well, just glad that y'all here. You all came here. Just thank you so much. Pray to God. Thank you.
Amen. Amen. You want to say a prayer for us?
All
Oh.
right. Well, well,
Look at that
well.
smile. I got a smile.
Well, the whole prayer.
You can do it.
My goodness.
Come on. You can give it to us. Come on. Come on.
Like, I believe in God, but I don't pray as much. Okay, I'll try my best. It might not be as good as the one you see in churches, but it's all I got.
But listen, you do, like you told me, you do you.
All right, so.
Okay.
Thank you, Heavenly God Jehovah, for all these people coming here that end up helping me through all my hardships and through all my ups and downs. Just really want to thank everybody here that managed to attend, use every part of their time, all 58 minutes of their time to end up coming to this meeting, to this introduction. I'm just really thankful that you all managed to come here. Amen.
Amen. That was awesome. What do you mean? That was awesome, Milan. Are you kidding me? So what we're going to try and do, I spoke with mom about trying to put on an event. So I'm still working out the kinks for that. So I will be in touch with mom. Say, Mom, I love Milan. You rock. Keep on soaring. And do not forget about when you get ready to pass the sky.
One seat will be excluded.
There you go. Because it's for me, right?
Yes.
All right, all right, all right. Guys, we thank you so much for tuning in here with us that it had to happen for our Thriving Thursdays. And Milan said, don't count me out. He have these great masks that he have. Hopefully he can share them with me and I could get the word out as well. I could, because looks like we're going to go back. Looks like COVID's on the rise again, Milan. So one may want to wear your mask. And you say you made these yourself or you learned how?
No, they're manufactured.
They're manufactured, but you just make sure we're going to be safe, correct?
Yes, because they're better than these old masks. Instead of just protecting yourself, it protects all the people around you.
That's important. That's very, very important. So thank you so much for that, Malon. So guys, if you want to, you can also support Malon again at his GoFundMe. Where did it go? GoFundMe, Malon E.D. James, and as well as follow him on his social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. He has so much information there. And if you guys are like me, not eating healthy, maybe you should get in contact with Mr. Milan. He'll get you right.
Well, I'm not as much as a Clovers and Roses myself. You see, earlier today I was at a ramen shop.
Okay.
I plan on posting the video tomorrow, so stay on your toes.
Stay on your toes, guys. You heard it here. It had to happen. Video will be up tomorrow. He's not saying when. He says stay on your toes. So God bless each and every one of you. Milan, we like to send the people out with some virtual hugs. Come on, let's hug the people. Hug and virtual love. Because guys, we love you here at It Had to Happen. Meet us back here on Monday for our NFL Mom Show, Tuesday for our prayer broadcast, and then Wednesday, Thursday is open to guests. If you would like to book with your girl, you can do so by going to my website at www.ericawilsonih2h.com. And once again, shouts out to Mr. GW if you're listening in. Thank you so much, Milan. God bless you all. Until next time, can you tell the people bye-bye?
Bye-bye. See you later.
Erica's empowering empire. 88 Blessings Soar Movement. It had to happen in a beauty so rare. We'd love for you to join us by subscribing to our YouTube channel. It had to happen with Erica Wilson. Following our social media.